So a couple days back, the Lagos State government published a press release here, and this event is a result of their decision. Now, not the decision of maintaining the bridge. The decision of maintaining the bridge is a very sound one and a very logical one, and is one that is supposed to be done to save lives and ensure the smooth running of transport on our Lagos road, on the Lagos road. Now, the decision and the poor urban planning is where the problem is, because this right here, this traffic surge, this traffic gridlock is the real problem. And even though this is not the first time whereby our government or the Nigerian government at large is planning poorly towards a very big event, just like the time when we had to change naira, our naira design, and using a new money and the whole force around it, and the events that happened, things that followed due to poor planning. Poor planning has always been a major problem in our country. Poor planning led to burglaries, protests, riots, a lot of misdemeanors, and then a lot of things went wrong. And at the end of the day, we still go back to using the old currency, because I can still go out and still see a lot of the old currency still being used to this day. So sometimes I ask myself, why did we even have to do that? We could have just had a very smooth exchange of the new naira to the old naira. It's a very easy thing, whereby you keep printing more of the old one, the new one, and print less of the new. Well, that's not even the topic of today, so let's not go deeply into that. Now, what my concern is this. Why is a major concern is this. Now, what happens in the case of an emergency? Someone needs to get to the hospital, or there's an emergency surgery, emergency situation in the medical line or industry at large, and then the person has to get to Ikoyi from VI. A drive that is supposed to be at least at most 7 minutes, and if the person is even a fast driver, maybe a fast and furious type of driver, should get there in like 3 minutes or 5 or 4 minutes. But you take 4 hours because of a poor decision, poor urban planning of a particular government. I think at this point here, this is the best time we ought to start doing better. Because as at 1 a.m. yesterday, 2 a.m. people were still on the road. Even a lot of people had to leave their cars on the road and start working home because they had to get home to their families. And some of them still have to come to work the next day. You have to be a wicked employer to want your colleague, your employers, your employees to come to work the next day through the same traffic. Okay, fine, because it's not your fault and your business doesn't have to stop running. But if there are ways you could still make these people work online or work from home, your business doesn't have to stop because of the bad planning from the government. Yeah, but there are ways this could still work. Honestly speaking, okay, for a company that have over 100 staffs, and you know that some people can actually work from home, you just let them work from home, and those that have to work from the premises, they can just maybe stay around. You provide available places for them to stay around. Reason, because this is supposed to still last for about 40. I don't even know how Nigerians are supposed to survive this same thing for the next 40 days, or if a couple is supposed to last for weeks. The maintenance will not take it. It's not a day thing, it's not a 2-day thing. I think it's supposed to last till like May. I wonder how Nigerians are supposed to cope with this till like May. And now in the case of an emergency, I'm speechless, honestly speaking. I think the government could have done a couple things better. For example, a company has 10 employees with cars. Because of this, the company can send a press release. All employees with cars should not come to their office with cars. The company should provide a bus that will take them. Now we are minusing 10 cars from the road, fusing them into just one. Fine, so consume fuel. Yes, all private cars can stop running. All private cars that should not necessarily run should stop running, and everybody gets to use the public transport. Fine, it's for our benefit. It's going to be inconvenient. It's going to be uncomfortable for the space of those weeks, but it's a safer thing than this. Nobody. Okay, God forbid, imagine a situation whereby we had an emergency and then somebody is stopped and the person dies on the road because he can't get to the hospital on time. Now, do you see that you prefer to save that person's life than to have everybody's cars outside? So I don't know, the government should do better if you ask me, but this has become a citywide problem for those on the island, because on the mainland here, it's very, very calm. But next time the government should do better. So that's all on Lagos traffic today. Thank you very much.